Yo, what up, y'all? It's your boy Dollars. Welcome back to the Dollar Cast. I'm gonna be reacting to the mother of rapper Lil Snupe speaking about how the killer went to the funeral, bro, which is wild. I always assumed that the killer was somebody that he was playing video games with and he beat the guy and then the guy killed him. That was the rumor that I've always heard, but I thought the dude got arrested right then and there. So it seems like it was something that happened and then he left. And then I don't know. I just always assumed Little Snoop was playing, I guess, 2K. He beat the guy, which was an older dude too. Makes it even worse. The guy was a sore loser. I guess Little Snoop was talking, you know how dudes is. You playing, you talking your shit. And homeboy didn't like that, so he killed him. But this is Little Snoop's mom saying that the killer actually went to the funeral, bro. Little Snoop was a dope artist too, man. R.I.P. Like he definitely was nice, man. I seen a bunch of videos of Little Snoop freestyling. I remember he battled Deshaun Jackson's artist. That was like the first time I seen Little Snoop, and then, you know, that was Meek's man too. Meek Mill was definitely pushing Little Snoop heavy. He made that song. They killed my boy Little Snoop. All he wanted was a cool. That shit was fire, man. It's just sad that this happened so much in the hip hop community, but yeah, let's see what his mom has to say. That's just wicked to me, bro.
Speaking about it, he didn't get killed by an enemy. That's the thing. The guy that killed him was in our house, was at my mom's stand. He was at the funeral with us.
Wow.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gonna talk.
Think about it, you know, and I'm gonna take you back to that time when the whole incident happens and he ends up getting murdered. Just walk me into that situation and how it played out for you.
And how old was he when he died?
18.
He wasn't that old.
Yeah, he had turned 18 on June 13th, and he got killed June 20th.
And so was it
Turn 18 when?
played out for you?
And how old was he when he died?
18.
He wasn't
18.
that old.
Yeah, he had turned 18 on June 13th, and he got killed June 20th.
Damn, Little Snoop was a Gemini like me, man. A lot of the greatest rappers are actually Geminis, man. Jada Kiss, Tupac, Biggie, Kanye, even though he's crazy. There's a lot of dope artists that are Gemini, man. Y'all should look that up.
Previous beef, or was it? I'm really wanting to detail what happened.
Yeah, because for people who don't know who he is or what happened to him,
I don't really know the details.
and
That's what I'm
right,
asking.
so you know they'll like to know.
Well, I can give y'all a little bit because we do have a documentary, so we just
Okay.
don't want to, you know,
Okay.
Yeah.
push it out there. But
Some of this stuff is already out.
yeah, and it is.
Yeah.
That's why I don't mind speaking about it. He didn't get killed by an enemy. That's the
Okay.
thing. The guy that killed him was in our house, was at my mom's stand. He was at the funeral with us.
And that's one thing that I think is so dumb, because it's like, all right, he gets killed by a friend of his. He was on the verge of blowing up, making it, becoming something. He would have been great. And it's like, yo, bro, if you was his mans, he would have took you with him. So not only did you take his life and ruin his family's life and take his career away, but you ruined your life too. When he could have been the one to take you out of the hood, he could have you would have made money with him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you not only destroyed his life, you destroyed yours when he was the key out the hood. Like I don't get that.
Huh?
Yeah, the guy came to the funeral because, like I said, the autopsy was not back, so we didn't know for sure. You know, the story he gave us, it didn't make sense, but we couldn't say he was lying because it was just him. It was 3 people in the room, you know. So he had
So that's what I heard. It was 3 guys. It was Little Snoop. It was the older dude and another young guy. Apparently, the other 2 guys were in on it. His boys. Was it really over a video game now? It has to be more than that, bro. Dude probably was jealous. He's an older dude. He sees this young kid. He's getting his ass whipped in 2K. And this kid's a nice rapper about to make money, make it out the hood. Like, I don't know.
had to be one of you 2 that did it, so of course it's gonna be a finger pointing type of thing.
But what
going
caused
on.
it? What caused the altercation? What happened?
That's what I don't know. Like, I don't know the real truth because the older person told me that basically him and Snoop was playing the game and that
That's what I heard.
they were playing 2K12,
2K?
like $100 or something like that, a game.
Oh, they were gambling.
Right. But the
Okay.
little friend that Snoop had with him, the guy that actually murdered him, because it's not his friend.
Oh, it was the younger dude that did it. I always was under the assumption that it was the older guy. So they were playing 2K, but it was for money. You know, gambling can always cause shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, Look what happened with the takeoff. Even though I feel like the takeoff situation's a little bit more deeper than that, but usually nothing good comes from gambling, especially in the hood, guys. We know that.
$100 or something like that a game.
Oh, they were gambling.
Right. But the little friend that Snoop had with him, the guy that actually murdered him, because it's not his friend, he kept clutching. He had a gun. He kept clutching. So the older guy.
Bro, is that gunshots? I heard like 4 or 5 pops right now, bro. Nah, those were gunshots, bro.
Guy told me that raised a flag for him. Like, what are you doing? I got all this money in here. And so what are you doing? So he said he went to the back and got his gun. And I asked him, I said, when you grabbed your gun, did you immediately come out with it pointed, or did you, what did you do? He said he immediately came out with it pointed. The older guy said, Denisha, if I would have just shut it down for that night, your son would be alive. But he put the young guy out, the killer, he put him out of the apartment. And I'm like, so what did Snoop do? He said he stayed sitting there. Mm-hmm. And the younger guy, he went out.
And this was at his house?
This was at the older person's house.
Older person's house,
Snoop was playing the game with.
Right, okay.
And so he said when he put the guy out, he closed the door. The guy came back banging on the door real loud. It sounded like he was banging with the gun. He said at that time Snoop got up. They both.
Firecrackers? The fuck people letting off firecrackers in December, bro? My bad, y'all.
Right, okay.
And so he said when he put the guy out, he closed the door. The guy came back banging on the door real loud. It sounded like he was banging with the gun. He said at that time Snoop got up. They both walked outside. And when he walked out, the guy shot. So Snoop took off running to the left. And the older guy shot up in the air, and he shot once towards the person, went back in the house to grab his stuff, and he left the scene. Snoop's killer followed him to where Snoop was running. There was only one way out, to run away. He followed him. Snoop got shot close range.
So is she even sure who is the killer, bro? I'm like so confused right now. Like, we don't know if it's the older guy. She's saying, well, it gotta be the young dude, right? So why would he kill Snoop? He was mad at Snoop not defending him and getting kicked out of the situation. Like, I'm kind of confused right now.
And he was also robbed.
So the first time when he shot after Snoop, when he was at the apartment outside, he didn't hit him at that time?
No.
Or you don't know?
He didn't hit him based on the autopsy.
Okay, and he ran.
Snoop ran.
But it's whenever he caught up with him, that's when he
That's
shot
what made
him.
me wonder, like, what happened when you caught up with him, because it's a close range shot. Snoop also got shot in his hand.
So his hand had to go up when he saw that.
That's what I'm thinking.
So they were face to face.
That's what I'm thinking. Based on where
Arguing
he got
or
shot.
whatever.
I feel like this. I'm just, because you got to keep in mind, I was raised in the street, so
So you know certain things.
Yeah, and I'm book smart as well. So it's like, if me and you somewhere and I get put out and you don't go with me, I'm gonna have an attitude with you. Because you didn't give me no car keys to get in the car and wait on you. You didn't do nothing. You gonna sit here and play.
So
the
they
game.
rode together.
Snoop was driving his cousin's vehicle.
Yeah.
So in my mind, I'm thinking, well, did you get pissed off? But see, he won't be honest with me to even say I was mad, and so I didn't do it. He's still sticking on you didn't do it. Clearly, because I don't know either one of the guys to pick one was guilty and one was not guilty. I don't know neither one of y'all, so I'm not gonna pick one of you guys. I have to go by the black and white that was presented to me.
Right.
So if the autopsy is saying that he was killed by his friend, or it was the bullet from his friend that killed him, then I'm assuming, just like what the mom said, the friend was upset because he got kicked out and Lil Snoop wasn't on his side, wasn't defending him. So that's what led to... But bro, like, really? You took his life over some bullshit like that? That's why y'all gotta watch the company y'all keep, bro. Like, that must have not been somebody he knew since a kid or he grew up with, bro. Because so somebody to kill you over that, they have to be jealous or hating on you. It's more to the story than that. That's what I feel. Anyway, man, she has a documentary coming out, so I'll be interested in seeing what that's about. Y'all let me know y'all theories, what y'all think happened, man. And if you enjoy this type of content, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe, because we got a lot more coming. It's your boy Dollars. I'm off.